July's here in Minnesota, and that means it is Japanese beetle season. In case you didn't know, these are those shiny little green and brown guys hanging out on your raspberries, your cucumbers, your plums, your peaches, your cherries, maybe even your apples. And when you go to grab them, you can get maybe 10 of them at once, but the other 500 fly away off into the ether. And you can see Zeus is also trying to help. Unfortunately, he does not have thumbs, but he's a good boy. He's trying his best. Now, the issue is that these guys are really, really, really fast. How fast? Well, check this out. I let go of one here. I put it in super duper slow motion, and he's already gone. Now, the main problem with these Japanese beetles, as you probably know, is skeletonization. These beetles eat your leaves, turn them into skeletons, and then those skeletons of leaves are no longer able to photosynthesize properly. This is my sweet cherry tree, for example, but it's not limited to just young fruit trees. It can happen to raspberries, to cucumbers, to pretty much anything in your garden. Okay, now to get rid of these guys, you're going to want some special bug juice and a special bug container. Go ahead and grab a bucket. I prefer an opaque one so it's not freaky. You want something with a wide top. This is so that you can easily drop in lots of beetles. You're also going to need some dish soap. This keeps the beetles from swimming around once you drop them in. And additionally, you're going to need water. Look at that, 3 ingredients, and one of them's a bucket. Also, go ahead and grab yourself a lid just so that you don't have to look at these guys later. And I should clarify, you don't necessarily have to use this spritzy spray Dawn dish soap, it's just what I had on hand. Any dish soap will do, a couple drops or a couple sprays. I would say maybe like 7 drops or 7 sprays. You fill up your bucket with a little bit of suds, you pour in some water. You want to get about 2 inches of water in your bucket. Don't go for any less, or you might accidentally have the bugs crawling out on the sides if it's tilted. And then we're going to take this bucket out into the field, and we're going to drop some buggies in it. Once you've identified some of these bugs on a leaf, we're going to use the grab-squidge-scare technique. Now, you could just go for it and try to wrangle these bugs without juice, but as you can see here, when I go to take them, I can get one, but the other 2 drop off the leaf. They drop about 12 inches and then they fly away. Now, if there's just one bug hanging on a leaf, like in this case, yes, I can grab that one bug and I can throw them into my soapy water. But if there's multiple, it's better to put the bucket underneath and then squidge that bug off, just like this. You can also scare these bugs off, and this works really well because their instinct is to drop 12 inches. Just wave your hand at them and they fall into the bucket. Now, why do we need the soapy water? Well, the soap breaks the surface tension. So when you squidge or you scare one of these beetles off of your plant, then it gets covered in soap, it cannot swim, and you effectively have doomed it to a death by drowning. If there's a plant that's completely covered, like my cherry tree in this case, I do my best. And if my best fails, I panic and I swat the tree from a distance. That's a totally valid strategy. Don't worry, they will land back on the same plant in about 30 seconds and you can try again. Now, what you don't want to do is smash the beetles because apparently the scientists say that if you smash the beetles, it just draws more Japanese beetles in from your neighborhood to that scent of the smashed beetle. You might be asking, hey, well, do I need to change this water out? No, you really don't. Frankly, it gets gross, it gets nasty. You can see there's dozens or hundreds of little beetles in there. But you don't need to change it. The soap will still have its effect on making the beetles be unable to swim, even if you can't see bubbles. Now you can just put the lid on your bucket and save the bucket for later that day or tomorrow. The bugs do tend to mate, go underground for a few days, come back up, mate again, go underground for a few days, so if you can get the populations down a little bit earlier here in the season, it will help you over the course of the season. Yes, they'll come in from your neighbor's yard as well, but you'll at least reduce the population. And that's all I've got for you today, folks. Just grab Squidge and scare your bugs into the bug juice and have a great time with it. Good luck, and just remember, in winter, there are no Japanese beetles, and that's reason enough to live.